Yeah, yeah. I was. Look, it's been a busy year so far, and we're only 6 days in. Yeah, I know. Look, I had to help negotiate things so that there's smooth transition with TNA. I had to call in some favors to get Rick Rude in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hold on. No, it wasn't important. Yeah, Angle's been telling everybody that he's not. He's saying with the.
Yeah.
Hold on. Look, sorry about that. Yes, I know. Yes, yes, we know Alberto and alcohol don't mix, but I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, he beat up somebody else. What? What do you mean I'm on? Let me call you back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Guido Goes Off for 2017. Let's get started. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about this, the possibility of it happening for over the past 2-3 years. Well, now it has finally happened. Anthem Sports announced on Wednesday that they have entered into a definitive agreement to take majority share of Impact Wrestling. So yes, that's right. It's no longer Dixieland. Um, the basically, from what I'm gathering, TNA is going to be part of what's going to be called Anthem Wrestling Exhibitions LLC. So therefore, it will no longer be Impact Ventures. Ed Nordholm, the vice president of Anthem Sports, will be the acting president and chairman of the board of the previously mentioned Anthem Wrestling Exhibitions. Now, Dixie Carter has of course stepped down as chairman of the board and is joining as part of the advisory board for a company known as Fight Media Group. Basically, from what I'm gathering, she basically has Stephanie's job in in WWE as help promote the brand, fighting brands. Now, it should also be noted she does still have a minority stake in Impact Wrestling. Now, it should also be noted, with everything that happened on the live episode of Impact Wrestling this week, that also Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantel were backstage talking with talent and also talking with the creative portion. It's not known what their roles will be at this point in time. For those of you that don't know, Jarrett has still had a minority stake in Impact Wrestling. Never really got rid of it. And of course, Dutch Mantel, who may know recently as Zeb Coulter, was part of TNA Creative for quite some time. So those two being backstage means that some good's going to come out of this. So it's not really clear what prompted Anthem to do this outright takeover of Impact Wrestling. Of course, it was reported earlier that, again, there were some issues with production staff and talent, once again, not getting paid. As we all know, I want to say it was late November, it was mid-November, I think. Anthem did say that they were going to extend a line of credit to TNA, or to Impact Wrestling and Dixie Carter and Impact Ventures, basically becoming the money people. Well, my guess is that part of it hinged upon making sure everybody got paid on time and what have you. And my guess is Dixie failed once again to pay her people on time. And so that's why not only are they taking over, she has been removed from the company. Again, more on this as it develops. It does look pretty good. I mean, they had David Richards come back, and as always, this is, we've been talking about this for the longest time, and now finally it's happened. And it was just kind of suddenly here, like it just all of a sudden happened. Both Anthem and Dixie, and I believe Ed Nordholm, we talked about how TNA, they're proud to be associated with Impact Wrestling, how it's been a dominant brand in wrestling for over a decade, and that they're looking to take it to new heights. All I can say is this. Here's hoping. The parts are there for Impact to be a great wrestling promotion. So let's hope those, with Anthem now taking the helm, with Dixie Carter being removed from power, and Lord only knows who else has been removed. It hasn't been said at this time. But a lot of fans are getting what they want. A lot of fans have been saying that Dixie needs to be removed. Well, here it is. It's finally happened. Dixie no longer runs the company. She no longer runs day-to-day operations. So more than likely, people are going to get paid on time. Production staff's going to get paid on time. And they're finally going to be able to get the company in a direction where it needs to go to be successful. Here's hoping. Here's hoping, because like I said, we've been talking about. I like at least 7 or 8 shows. We've been talking. Is TNA getting bought? Is TNA getting bought? Is TNA getting bought? Well, now it's happening, and now we see how it's going to work under new ownership. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over for someone a lot of fans have been clamoring deserves to be in WWE's Hall of Fame. Unofficially, officially announced as of yesterday, Rick Rude will be inducted this year into the class of 2017 WWE Hall of Fame. I know that a lot of people have wanted Rude in there for a long time, and don't get me wrong, the man's resume has spoken for itself. His skills, his work on the mic, he's been very successful everywhere he's gone, and a top-notch performer in every sense of the word. Of course, that's always been about Vince holding grudges. Now, for those of you that don't know, Rick Rude died in 1999. I'm still not sure as to what brought it on. He was rather young. However, I know that Vince has held a grudge against him. For those of you that don't know, during the Monday Night War, I want to say it was April 16th of 1998. It was actually a year before he died. Rick Rude showed up on both Raw and Nitro in the same night. From what I gather, the backstory was his he had negotiated a deal with WCW. He was going to leave WWE. His contract ended the night before, and he taped that Raw on Sunday night. And I guess WCW flew him to wherever they were filming and had him on Nitro on Monday. Literally having him on both Raw and Nitro on the same night. Once again, Nitro trying to prove that the illustration of their live versus Raw being taped, which was a huge thing for them. I mean, for those of you who probably watched the Monday Night War series or maybe had the DVD, this was Nitro's big selling point. I mean, it originally started with them going on air 3 minutes prior to give away the results of Raw. So that you're like, okay, you know what's going on Raw, now you can watch Nitro. Well, this was another step forward in this process to illustrate the Nitro was live versus Raw being taped, with Rick Rude showing up on both Raw and Nitro on the same night. From what I gather, Vince was very, very angry about it. As always, angry about everything. But and as we all know, the Hall of Fame always seems to be about who Vince likes that year, who Vince feels. I mean, in the end, it's his company. He can do with it as he sees fit. I mean, there's a lot of people who deserve to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Bulldog, British Bulldog, still hasn't gone in. Owen Hart still hasn't gone in. A lot of people asked Jim Cornette, who one of the greatest managers ever, and was a big part of helping develop some of the talent in WWE. He's never been in. He says he doesn't care to ever be in. You have these names that are thrown out, and Rick Rude has been among them. Well, now he's in. And I'm sure if you've got the network, you've watched some Rick Rude matches, and his talent was always top notch. And it's a great honor for him. It's great that he is in the Hall of Fame. And so at this time, I would like you fat, out of shape, YouTube sweat hogs to hit my music as I take my suit jacket off and show your ladies what a real man looks like. Hit my music. Hit my music. Screw it, I tried. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of The Guido Goes Off. As always, thank you for watching. You folks are wonderful with your continued support, sharing these videos, telling your friends. I really appreciate it. It's why I keep doing it. And as always, if you have anything to say about anything I've talked about, even the stuff I talked about in my little opening bit, I didn't get too much into those, so just kind of went, there it is. As always, feel free to drop a line in the comments section below. And of course, you can always, always, always talk to me via my social media. And as always, please like this video, share it with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button while you're down there. Thank you for watching the first of hopefully many episodes of The Guido Goes Off in this new year. And as always, I'm The Guido, and I think we're done here.